alaikum, and today welcome to Cooking with Amira. Today I'm making chicken, and today I'm making, this is especially for the, well, a Christmas lunch or any lunch if you want, a roast Sunday lunch or whatever. This is chicken tandoori. So it's a normal chicken, how you normally make it, but with a bit of a, as I say, desi twist. So here's a full chicken, weighing just slightly over 1 kg. And the first thing you do is you need to make nice deep cuts in it. Put 3 on there and 3 on the other side. And then I'm going to put 2 on the inside of the leg. 1 here. And 1 gash on the leg. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This part of the leg. Nice gash there. Nice gash there. So that when I put the masala on, it just goes all the way in. And with the chicken, you want to really marinate it properly. Okay, so there's many ways of trying to keep it nice and tender and juicy from inside. One is you can dip it in like salt water for a while. The other there is marinating it overnight and in lemon juice, so that it goes all the way in, and it also helps tenderize the meat. So the first thing I'm going to do to get a nice flavour to it is I've got red chilli powder and salt. I'm just going to get it and rub it into the cuts really nicely. All over the chicken, right into the cuts there. That way the chicken won't taste bland inside. It'll have flavour inside and outside. So I'm going to just do that all over. Okay, so once I've coated it with that, I'm also going to go around and put lemon juice into the cuts as well, all the way over, before I add in the actual marinade. And that'll soak into the cuts. Okay, so now I'm going to make the marinade. And for the marinade, I'm going to use Kashmiri chili powder because it's quite red. Hopefully you can see it in, without the lighting and stuff, but it's quite red as compared to the red chili powder. So I'm using Kashmiri, and that's why I'm using 2 teaspoons, because it's slightly less chili than normal red chili. And I've got a teaspoon of turmeric, teaspoon of garam masala, 2 teaspoons, well actually a heaped teaspoon of cumin powder, and I've got, this is the amchur masala mixed with a slightly chili. It's got a nice tangy taste. If you haven't got that, you can use chaat masala, which makes it taste really nice. And I've got a teaspoon of salt there as well. And I'm going to add lemon juice, and I'm going to add 1 cup of yogurt. So here's my 1 cup of yogurt. I will need oil, but I'm going to put that in tomorrow once I've marinated it overnight. So bismillah. Add in the spices. Bismillah. Mix it. And you can see it's quite a nice colour. And you want a thick yogurt. What's this? A little bit of lemon juice. Because also you don't want too much of a thick paste, so you want it to blend in with the chicken, not just like stick on top. So there we are. Always taste it. I like salt. I might add a bit more salt actually. Always taste the mixture. I mean, you might not feel like it, but you should. I'm adding a bit of kasuri methi powder in there as well. Gives it a nice taste to it. Just a teaspoon or so. And to give it a little bit more tang, I might add a little bit more amchur masala, but all the ingredients will be down below anyway. Make sure there's enough salt in it. And I put in a teaspoon of tandoori masala as well. And what I'm doing now, get the chicken and then just marinate the whole chicken with the masala all over. Okay, so I've marinated it all now. Made sure I got into the cuts as well. And I'm going to leave that overnight. If you can't leave it overnight, at least for a couple of hours, leave it overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to cook it. So alhamdulillah. Okay, so this has been marinated overnight. The other thing I forgot to mention was you meant to put in teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste. I did add that later on and marinate into the chicken. So before we put it into the oven, at the highest gas mark you can find, I'll put it on gas mark 9. And you pop a bit of oil on it. We need a bit of oil. Bismillah. To just make it, let it cook quite a while all the way around. Make it really nice. So just put the oil all around the chicken. Yeah. I'm going to cook it on a high heat. Okay, so I'm going to use my Prestige tray thing, but you can easily use a normal oven tray and then pop one of those racks on top of it. You can leave it like this, or I can pop a plate underneath, and what I'm going to do is place the chicken on top so that it catches the juices at the bottom, because later on I'll leave these juices to pour over the chicken again, and not only that, the juices that are left you can use to make a nice little roux. But anyway, I'm going to pop the chicken. Bismillah. On to the tray. Here we are. And we're just going to let it cook. I mean, I might tie that. I'm thinking because it's just dropping out. Yeah, I might tie it. Hang on. So I've tied it with some string just to keep it there, and I'm going to pop in the oven at the highest gas mark for about 40 to 45 minutes. Then I'm going to check it, and might leave it 15 minutes after that. Okay then. Okay, so I'm about to take it out. It's been nearly 40 minutes. It's on a high heat. It's starting to burn actually, so we're on a low heat. I'll turn it around. So what we can do now is pour some of the oil back on top of it, and what I'm going to do is baste a bit of butter on it, and then I'm going to put foil over it and put it on a lower heat so it cooks through. So what I'm going to do is get the butter and butter it all the way through and cover the juices. It was slightly on a higher gas. It's the first time I've put it into one of these trays rather than the other ones, but so I would say put it on a gas mark 8, which is what I did last time. I'll pop it on and butter it on the other side as well, and then I'll put foil around it and put it into the oven again for a bit. The butter will taste really nice in it, make it nice and soft and nice and tasty. So I'm going to pop that all over the chicken. And then I'm going to cover it with foil so it just gets sucked in by the chicken. That's nice. And some of the juices that have stayed in the plate, I'm going to pour them on top of there as well. So I'm just going to pour those juices on top of it as well. Keep it nice and soft. And then foil it up. So I'm taking it off now, and it's done. Really nice and soft and beautiful and delicious. So I'm going to cover it with foil and leave it to the side while I take out all the other stuff, and that'll be done. Alhamdulillah.